increases its reactant, it is called product. Got it or not? Suppose there is given one reaction like this. Okay, now H2 and plus I2 gives rise to HI. It will be gives like this. And one more it will be given. 2HI gives as here H2 and plus I2. Okay, in this one, there it is what happened. These are whatever there. The two things are there. They become one only here now. There is a chemically it is a contain 2 moles, but it will become what one only. Okay, now here what happened? This H and as well as I is decreases its nature or not? Yes, and this is only called reactant nature. This is the called what? Yes, product nature. Product is increase itself. Okay, now whatever the components are there. Okay, in this process, somewhat energy changes are also may occur. In this process, there is somewhat energy observations also may occur. Whatever may be occur here, but everything should be equal with one another. They become all are equal after completion of reaction. That is only indicated chemical equilibrium. Yes, when you balance the chemical equation, you have to should take care of all these things. Okay, this is the called chemical equilibrium component. I hope you understood. The chemical equilibrium is nothing but what we are considered. There is a chemical reaction is in equilibrium when there is a no tendency for the quantities of the reactant and product to change. Okay, clear or not? There is a no tendency there to all quantities, not only the number of particles. Either you take a mass, or you take energy, or you take a component number. Everything should be equal to one another. In this one, there is a no lag. That is, in case there is a no lag, it will be there. We call it is in chemical equilibrium. Okay, clear or not? Where we have to try the chemical equation up to get a chemical equilibrium. Up to get a chemical equilibrium. Okay, I hope you understood. There is a one gas may convert into another gas. One solid may given a gas. In this all the process compulsory chemically the particle is undergoes the chemical equilibriums. Otherwise the particle is not called it is in chemical equilibrium. The chemical reaction is not called it is in chemical equilibrium. Something it will be required to complete that reaction. May either equal number of reactant to the products it may not give. Okay, and otherwise may it will be give somewhat compulsory need to somewhat heat energy. Somewhat suppose you take a photosynthesis reaction. When we called the photosynthesis reaction is completed, you know very well about the photosynthesis reaction clearly. When we call the photosynthesis reaction is completed, yeah, first thing is the whatever the plant it will be there, it will be compulsory contain roots. Okay, the roots is absorb the water. In the presence of water and as well as in the presence of carbon dioxide, our whatever the chlorophyll is there, it reacted with the what? It is reacted with the sunlight. Afterwards, there is a glucose is a formed. Okay, now the cellulose is a convert as a glucose. In this process only there is again carbon dioxide is emitted. Okay, now oxygen is a compulsory. Yes, like that. These all things are compulsory, and in case there is no light, it is not a called chemical equilibrium. Okay, clear or not? Yes, and there is no water, it is not called chemical equilibrium. There is no emission of carbon dioxide, it is not in a chemical equilibrium. Understood or not? All the things should be one is equal to the another one. What that reactant? May the reactant is a decrease, it's a component, but it should be compulsory gain it is in product. It is increases should be in a product. Yes, no loss may entertain. In case loss it is there, what we call? There is no chemical equilibrium. That's it or not? This is only about a chemical equilibrium. Yes. And next we are going with what? Chemical equilibrium is occur in a different situations, and here in a reversible reaction, 3 instances are there. Not only the 1 instant it is occur, at the 3 instant it is occur. Yes, what it is at the starting of reaction. At the starting of reaction. How it will be considered the starting of reaction? Yeah, how it will be considered the starting of the reaction? At the beginning of a reversible reaction, the concentration of a reactant is a maximum. Therefore, the rate of conversion of reactant to product is more than the rate at which product get converted into reactant. That is, the rate forward reaction is greater than the backward reaction. Yeah, clear or not, all the students? At the starting time, there is a which is the main role played here. Reactant is only main role played here. Got it? Our reactant is only main role played. Products is immediately formed. No, there is a what is the concentration of the things are more. Reactant concentration is only more. Okay, at that time, the forward reaction, reverse reaction. Again and again, I will tell to you, there is about two reactions are there in a reversible reaction. One is a forward, another one is a reverse. Got it or not? One is a forward reaction, another one is a reverse reaction. This is a called a forward reaction. This is a called a reverse reaction. Understand all of you? Yes. This forward reaction and this reverse reaction we are considered the yes. This at the starting time there is a forward reaction rate is a maximum. Reverse reaction rate is a minimum. Okay, clear or not, all the students? Reverse reaction nothing but backward reaction rate is a what? A minimum. Here the forward reaction rate taken as RF. Okay, it should be greater than the what? Reverse reaction. Okay, clear or not? Yes. Why? Because the concentration of the reactant is a become maximum at where at the starting of the reaction. Got it or not? Yeah, simply you have to take here zinc plus HCl. It will be formed as a ZnCl2 plus H2. At that time, zinc whatever there it will be not yes not decreasing its nature. It's not mingled with any other thing. It will be own, it will be contain its own concentration. But when it is added by the hydrochloric acid, what happened? It loses its nature, it will become as a zinc chloride. Means what? Zinc electrons are exchanging between the chlorine, okay, na, and zinc. And there is a because of that, it will be formed as a what? Yes, one covalent component is there here. And this because of the covalent nature, its zinc concentration is a decreases. Okay, but at the starting time only it is a possible. No, gradually it is the decreases, and then it will be become when it is a become as a product, total concentration of zinc is may exhausted. Okay, but it is a convert into as in a form of product. That is another issue. But when we want to take a chemical equilibrium, it is a totally depending on the reactants only at the starting time. Okay, clear or not? At the starting point. Got it? Yeah, here what we have to do then next, here there is a when we are taken here the whatever the reactant is there, it will be contain more concentration. We have to set only one thing. Why the chemical equilibrium is depending on at the starting point on the reactant. Why? Because reactant concentration is the maximum, product concentration is a minimum, almost zero. It is. Okay, the product is not at the time of the starting time only, it is a formed product. Somewhat chemical reaction going on, afterwards only the products are generated. Now they are initially not generated. That is why there is a equilibrium. At the time of equilibrium, there is a no. At the start of the equation, at the start of the chemical reaction, the equilibrium is not depending on the product. It is totally depending on the concentration or rate of the reactants only. Got it? This is the first component. Next, come to the second component. At the what here? Next component at the after some time of reaction. After some time of reaction. Yeah, what happened? After some time of reaction, at that time, you know very well, RF is the less than RB. Again, here. Okay, clear or not? RF be less than RB. Here, what is RF and what is RB? After some time, the reactant get converted into products. The concentration of the reactant decreases, and the concentration of the product is increases. Then the product starting giving the reactant is a backward reaction, gradually increases, then RF is the less than RB. Okay, clear or not? There is RB, it is RR or RB, whatever the reactions they are considered. I hope you understood. Then it will be what started. Now reaction is started. What happened? There is a whatever the reactant nature is. What happened? It is a decreases or not? It's a concentration is a gradually decreases. It's a convert to ready as a product, not totally converted. Okay, not adjusted totally. Totally now hydrogen gas is started emitted here. Okay, no, totally the reaction is not going on, not completed it is. Okay, at that time there is a what happened? Whatever the reactant concentration is there, that is the gradually decreases. Then the what? The product concentration. That will be only treated as RF is the less than RB. RF is the what? It is the rate of reaction at a forward nature. Rate of reaction at a backward nature. Okay, clear or not? That will be backward nature is the what? Greater at the where? At the time of after some time of reaction start. Okay, clear or not? Yes. At the time of reaction start, it will be like this. After the some time, it will be like this. Got it or not? Next, the last instant of equilibrium is last instant at a equilibrium is at a one stage of reversible reaction. Any one of the stage of reversible reaction. Yeah, there is a different situations are may occur here in the reversible situation. Okay, now yes, in this process, at one stage, the rate of forward reaction become equal to the rate of backward reaction. Then the concentration of reactant and that of the product do not change with the time. Okay, this condition is known as equilibrium condition or equilibrium state. Okay, clear or not, all the students? Here, only one thing. At a certain point, the rate of reaction may equal to the rate of backward reaction, or may it will be what a reactant is or not a changes its a concentration after formation of product. It's a formed any product and completed the reaction. It is the concentration is the decreases in zinc. How much? Suppose you take a 2 grams of zinc. Okay, it is a produces the what? Some amount of hydrogen gas. More than the 2 grams, whatever the required for us. Okay, now suppose you take 2 grams of sorry, there is one more reaction is there. Okay, now here 28 grams of zinc we are taking. Okay, or 30 grams of zinc we are taking. We get half gram of hydrogen. That's it. Got it or not? Yes, more than that it is a possible? No, nothing is a possible. Why it is not a possible? Yeah, why? Because after one instant, our reactants are not reacted. Okay, now yes, how much it is a possible to react? That much only reacted. Okay, I want to increase the amount of HCl. I want to increase the concentration of HCl. Also, there is no use. Zinc is not responded. Zinc is not responded here. Okay, I am taken one example. Okay, clear or not? Yes, in the general way we are considering. Whatever the general way, we are taken every time the third formation. The same thing I am applied for a third formation. One second. First, you take here what is the reactants are there in the curd? There is a sample curd and as well as the milk. Okay, clear or not? At that time, there is a products are not formed. It's a contain own concentration. Okay, now they are in equilibrium with which one? Sample cord and milk or not. Whatever the milk concentration is there, whatever the sample cord concentration are there, they contain their own concentration. That concentration is only cause for the equilibrium. Got it or not? Yeah, now we added, just we started here. Yes, immediately it will be not a changes the as a curd now. It will be save some time. Okay, now sample curd is reacted with the milk and there is a whatever bacteria is there in a sample curd, that is also yes, fermentation, undergo the fermentation process and everything will be going on. Yes, it is a continuously going on the process. Yes, after time there is a reactant is a losses, it's a nature or not. What is the reactant we are considering here? Somewhat curd is not is a nature, and as well as there is a milk is also lots is a nature. Not losses. Curd is losses is nature. Sample curd is as a sample curd only. No, it will be give some property to the milk or not. The milk is also losses is a nature or not. What happened? The milk is ready to convert as a yes curd. It is not called a milk at that time now. Okay, milk is now changes its nature. What happened? That is the concern to the yes, some type of reaction after the reaction start. What happened? Milk is losses its nature and sample code is also losses its nature. Somewhat new products is the farmer. Okay, now at after some time of 4 to 5 hours before that, it will be totally which nature is increases. The new product is the farmer. As and there is a no sample code, there is a no milk, whatever initially we are considering. Which nature is increases? The product nature is increases. The curd is a farm. Pure curd is a farm now. It's not called at that time milk. It's not called as it is sample curd. It will be pure curd. Okay, clear or not? Like that, there is it will be farmed. Understood or not? I hope you understood it is. Yes, I hope you understood it is. Got it or not? Next to come to here, one stage of the reversible. Any one of the stage you have to take here. Okay, now yes, again it will be formed. The reactant is formed as a curd. Yes, further also you take after 7 and 8 years or 8 hours also. Yes, continuously the process is going on. Continuously the process is going on. No, got it or not? There is a not going on continuously. I hope you understood it is not going on continuously. What happened? The curd is remain like that one. Okay, now yes, again it will be formed as a more curd. No, okay, it will be stopped. What understood for you? The milk, whatever nature it will be there, that nature is only continued up to some time. Okay, it is a not changes. It is not changes. It's the nature. Got it? I hope you got it here. And all the students, and we'll go for a closing of the today's class. Why? Because so many members are not attended. And further, whatever the yes main points are there, a dynamical equilibrium, type of equilibriums are there. We're going to discuss in the next class. Okay, now yes. Thank you, one and all. Yes, advanced happy new year to all. Yes, and so many are involved in the celebrations only. That is why so many are not understand and not here. They are not available. And in the next class, we are going to discuss this.